A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Friday, October 13th. Not a ton to talk about today. Other than the fact that we have Michelle's Stellar Altair Meridian Upgrade 1 class going on today from 10:30 to 2 p.m. So if there's anybody who's watching that would like to take part in that, please reach out and let us know. We can actually texting Jeannie to see if she has a question in mind for today. So, the class is the upgrade class for the Stellar, Altair, and Meridian machines. So if you purchased your upgrades from us, the class is gratis. It is free. If you did not purchase the class from us, there is a charge for the class, but I do have some spots available. I think we have eight or 10 people signed up for the class, and only half of them are going to be actively attending. The other half are going to be watching. So I'm still waiting to purchase. Any update on the Kimberbell sale? No update yet. That should be going live, sometime probably next week. Hang on one second. Sorry, looking at a little bit of a lineup out there. So far, so good today. The new protocol seems to be much better for Jeannie, which is great. But Jeannie is not in the store today. We are kind of keeping her out of the store when her counts are low, and that happens after her treatment. So she will not be in the store on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. I will be setting Jeannie up, and I meant to do it this morning and spaced it. So Jeannie, if you're watching, which she might be, we might have, you may get phone calls from Jeannie if she's feeling up for it. We'll see how the morning goes. But Sinella, you're still waiting to purchase. I have 3 Stellar upgrades unspoken for in the store, ready to ship. Not sure what you're waiting for. Maybe I'll reach out to you to see if there's a specific reason that you're waiting. But Kimberbell sales should go up sometime next week. Can I get the class linked to me to watch afterwards? Yes, you may. Let me let me add you to this one. So Terry, I just sent you an invite to the class. So, make sure you accept the invite, and that way she sees that you're there, but she'll send you the video afterwards. If there's anybody who's watching that didn't purchase your upgrade from us, you just need to call the store. The store phone number is 775-742. Wait, no, it's not that number. The store number is 775-852 2323. So we remain about 2 weeks out on office. Sorry, I'm communicating with Jeannie right now. We remain about 2 weeks out on sewing service. Vacuums are just a couple of days out. We're moving pretty quick on vacuums. Will I get the new video? I was in the first class, didn't have my upgrade the first time. Do you want me to add you to today's class, Karen? Can I get on the list to talk about the Brother 1500 SL price? You can, but I have literally one left, April. So for those of you that watched, we have the PQ 1500 SL. I have one remaining in the store, and it is my display. Sale price on those, with the fact that it's my display, is $749. When I sell that one, PQ 1500 SLs are gone. PQ 1600 SLs, which are a couple $100 more expensive, are coming, but they haven't arrived in country yet. So if it is something that you like, you can get the 1600 when it is available to us, but I think the price on that's going to be $999.99. These are low margin machines. We'll talk about price really fast too. So one of the things that's happening with the advent of internet shopping in this space is I just sent that invitation to you, Karen, is some of these prices, like, so easy example, baby lock sergers. I used to always beat the price on baby lock sergers. Like, are they pretty much the same? I like the class link also so I can watch later. This is for the Stellaire. So Rosa, I am adding you as well, but make sure to take the time to accept the invitation. Hey, Michelle, I am adding several people to today's Upgrade 1 class, okay, most of whom are watching later. Okay. But it'll help us get through our list of folks. So when I look at them, April, they look pretty much the same. I'm not sure what the new added features are going to be. So I wouldn't want to talk you out of the PQ 1600 SL, but prior upgrades of this machine have been minor. It comes down to whatever you want to do. If you want that $749 price, you got to buy the display. Call me today or I can call you. We can get you that machine. When I say it's been demoed 3 or 4 times, I mean it's been demoed 3 or 4 times. I got my last shipment of the PQ 1500 SL. I ordered a bunch. I was only able to get 4 of them because Brother was selling out of them. 3 in the box sold almost immediately. This one remains. I've had maybe 2 or 3 people sit down and sew on the machine. I mean, it is brand new. It's sold as brand new, meaning it'll be fully warranted, fully inventoried. But once I sell this one, we're essentially waiting for the PQ 1600. The the differences are incremental at best. So if it were me and I was shopping for Genie, I would buy the 1500 and, enjoy the price that's, $250 less than what the PQ 1600s are going to be. Regarding that, there are just some deals that I can't do better than. And so some of the map pricing that you guys see, and any of you who shopped with us for a long time know we do a good deal on our prices. Now, our agreement with our manufacturers and our distributors are that we will not sell items below a certain price. And the reality is, with that in mind, we advertise at those prices. Sometimes we offer you a rebate. Hey, go ahead and buy it. We'll give you a rebate on the backside. Sometimes we can't afford to do that. And the map price is the map price is the map price. And quite frankly, I think you're going to see that becoming more and more the norm. The difference in what you're going to get here is going to be back-end service and support. And so it depends upon what you're buying. But the reality is, when you buy it here, you're going to get more back-end support. So April, if you really think you want it, I'll leave it to you to call me. But yeah, if you think you want it, give me a shout, because once I sell it, it's gone. And it's funny because
everybody needs a PQ 1500.
Well, not just the fact that everybody needs a PQ 1500. The PQ 1500 is kind of the most bad but straight stitch sewing machine one can buy. Genie offloads 90% of her straight stitch sewing to the product. I actually use it as like my gear sewing machine. It's a heavy duty machine, but it's a phenomenal straight stitch sewer. And at that price, it's tough to pass up. They pre-pandemic, we were selling them for $1,500 to $1,800. And the backstory there is, during the pandemic, they sold out of everything. And they had the PQ 1500s, and they gave us a wholesale deal, and they removed protection. So people started selling them at like $100 to $150 margins. And at that deal, they're too good to pass up. So, just food for thought. So April, I'll leave it to you to call me, and I won't bother you about that. But the funny thing is, when I talk about this stuff, they sell. So if you really think you want it, make that decision quickly and call me, because my guess is I'll probably sell it today or tomorrow. I haven't really pushed it like that for a while. I did sell a number of our closeout machines yesterday. So the Accord is gone. The Aurora and the Verve are still available, but I thought the Aurora was gone. I thought I only had one of them. And then when I went to grab the box for the Aurora to box it up, I realized I had two. So the Aurora is remaining. The Verve is remaining. The Allegro is remaining. But pretty much all the other machines are gone. I will mention this because I've got another 10 needle going home with somebody that is taking advantage of our concierge service, but we've had a lot of people call about machines. Cost of shipping on that machine, I will email you this morning, because it's easy enough for me to figure that out. The concierge service is one where I will I'm not seen or moved. I got a text about something that we're looking for, but Download it. I'll explain later. So, for those of you that are looking at anything like a luminaire or a 10 needle or something like that, that want that kind of high-end back-end support that you get from our shop, I'll price the machine out with you for you, and it'll be a great deal. And it comes with a plane ticket and an overnight stay, so that you can get the machine from us. So if anybody's interested in stuff like that, don't be afraid to reach out. What else to talk about? Does anybody have any technical questions I can answer for you? Let's see. Cindy asked, what is the PQ 1500 SL? Let me see if I can answer that for you. Google. YouTube actually is what we're looking for. I'll send you this because I think this will help you understand. Let's see here. Copy. A1, your channel. Live feed from October 13th. Let's add this to the chat. So that video that I just added to chat there, Cindy, is our little education video on the PQ 1500 SL. I think it'll give you a good idea. Karen Johnson. So I must have missed Karen's question above. Let me actually look. For some reason, I thought I already did that, but maybe it slipped through the cracks last week. I thought I shipped those out last week, Karen, but I'm going to look. Because if I didn't, that's my mistake. And obviously, I can't remember. I don't remember if I think you and I needed to settle up on that too. So I totally missed that last Friday. So I will get on that today. Let's see. Did you say Baby Lock Design Suite will work with the Luminaire 3? I absolutely did say that the Baby Lock Design Suite will work with the Luminaire 3. Yeah, I think the PQ 1500 is a workhorse of a machine. Do you have a bundle on the 330 scan and cut? I do. Happy to talk with you about it. I mentioned last week that a lot of people were buying the 325 scan and cut. I reached out to folks that were buying the 325 scan and cut saying, hey, I think this is a mistake. And what I kept hearing from folks was, it's the same machine as the 330. Kinda. There's some big differences between the 330 and the 325. One of the biggest differences is dealers can sell you the 325 online, which led those dealers to tell you, it's the same machine, it just doesn't have Disney, you should buy this one. Well, it depends upon what's bundled with the machines. And the reality is, with what I bundle with the 330, which is the thin fabric auto blade, the thin fabric auto blade holder, and while supplies last, the fabric mats, the 330 at my price, which is $8.99, makes a lot more sense. So, So I do have a bundle on the 330 scan and cut. It's $899.99. Call me to discuss, and we'll help you understand why that deal makes more sense over the 325. I also have the 325 too, if that's really what you want. I had problems with my Burnett 79 making me recalibrate for every step. Wouldn't recognize the hoop. Text said my USB had too many designs on it. Does that make sense to you? No, it does not. That said, I understand that they are doing away with the fabric mat. I think they find the fabric mat as redundant. Yeah, the 330, there's a bunch of differences between the 330, but the biggest is going to be that it is a rotary blade machine. So by the time you bundle everything in the 330, it's a better deal, significantly better deal than the 325. So if you're really interested, Cindy, call me and we'll get you set up. I can't sell it to you online, but I can sell it to you over the phone. Here's what I would tell you, Susan. Take a design stick with one design on it and put it in. And if the machine makes you recalibrate at every step, then it's a calibration problem, and it's a problem with the sensors on the Burnett. I am not a Bernina dealer, but from my experience, the number one thing that we run into with the Berninas in embroidery is sensor issues. So, and I also talk to other Bernina dealers and hear that the sensors have remained an issue. So I do not want to take away from the expertise of your local dealer. If your local dealer tells you this, what I would do is I would take a USB, put a single design on it, and see if that problem goes away. If it does, then maybe there is some kind of corruption on your USB. My next question would be, why does Bernina make machines that don't have the necessary memory to handle USBs with multiple designs? But that's outside of what you're talking about. I would tell you, test it with a single design on a USB, and if the problem's still there, it's a sensor issue. The machine is not recognizing the hoop for some reason. There are multiple reasons that may be. If the hoop's not totally flat on the bed, it can cause issues. If the hoop sensor is damaged, not working, or not plugged in, that would cause that problem. But first things first, put a single design on a stick, throw it in there, and see if the problem goes away. If it does, then whoever told you that knows what they're talking about. If it's Bernina Tech, maybe they very well did. And we could work something like that out. If you have a 325 that's never been opened, can you get a credit and pick up the 330? We could always work something out depending upon, I just can't remember if you bought the 325 from us or not. But yeah, we could always work something out. So it's just a matter of figuring out, I did that and it worked okay for a few months and just started again. So are you telling me that with a single design on the stick, it worked okay, and then you put a stick with multiple designs on it and it didn't work okay? Because if that's what you're telling me, then I think the problem is designs on a stick. And the next thing I would tell you is maybe we should talk about a machine that's capable of, and this is, listen, I'm not trying to insult the machine, but there is part of me that goes, if a machine's not capable of having multiple designs on a stick and working okay, then it's time to look at other machines. But I don't know if that's what you're telling me. So if what you're telling me is now with a single design on the stick, the problem's back, I think the problem is the sensor in the machine. I think the sensor in the machine should be replaced. If tech is telling you no, it's some kind of stick problem, but you're still using a stick with one design on it, then you know, I think it's a sensor problem. If the problem is now you're back to using a design stick with multiple designs on it and it's giving you that problem, what I'm telling you is maybe they're right. Maybe the machine's really not capable of dealing with multiple designs on a stick. And if that's the case, then we should maybe look at machines that are capable of dealing with that. That to me is a machine that is not operating at 2023 levels, but that's outside of my purview. Let's see. So yeah, Susan, the biggest question there for me would be, is there multiple designs on the stick? If there's multiple designs on the stick and it works fine with only one design on the stick, I went from having many projects on a stick to just putting one large project on a stick or two smaller projects on a stick. So thanks. Yeah, it's one of those frustrating things, Susan. I mean, if it's a technical limitation of the machine, not sure what to tell you there. There is part of me that goes, why does anybody make a machine today that isn't capable of managing, 10 or 12 gigs on a stick, which is most of the sticks that are out there that you can buy. With that said, I need to get to work. Let's talk giveaway. So for the giveaway, for those of you who are new, if there's anybody new, we do a giveaway every Friday. I am going to give away another one of the Sensa packs. So, Sensa Green Box from Madeira. There's the thread in the back. This is a roughly $70 thread pack from Madeira. It is thread that achieves the Ecotech standard. Hey, gentlemen, could you answer the phones? People love to let the phones ring around here. The way the giveaway works is on Tuesday, you have over the weekend to answer the question that we ask. You're going to answer the question in the comments below. What is happening over here is the chat. Down here is are the comments. Comments will not be active until the live stream ends. So you have over the weekend to be able to do it. So there are going to be two giveaways today. Giveaway 1, Sensa Green Box, but you've got to answer the question in the comments to do it. Giveaway 2 will be the Welcome Home Bundle from Baby Lock. So this is a specific bundle of designs from Baby Lock from 20 different designers. We're going to give those two things away. That is thanks to Katarina. Thank you, Katarina. And we have this question. What holiday gifts will you be sewing this year? That is the question. Answer it in comments, not in chat over here. Have a great day. I will see you all on Tuesday. Don, I'm glad you're enjoying. Take part in the giveaway. If you win and you're out of town, you get it. You just have to pay for the shipping for it. So have a great day. Make something awesome.